guys, so Dokkan Fest Super Vegeta has finally arrived on Global Dokkan. I think Super Vegeta is one of the best characters in the game, easily. This Vegeta brings a lot to the table, right? Number one, he's gonna have value for a while because he is a pure Saiyan leader of 170% attack and defense, which is really good. He also brings in the Mastered Evolution category team, which isn't really the craziest, but it's okay. Then, on his super attack effect, he gives himself a guaranteed crit for the entire turn. So it's very important to remember that when Super Vegeta super attacks, his additional will crit no matter what. It doesn't matter if it's just a normal attack or anything. He will absolutely destroy, getting guaranteed crits on any additionals after he super attacks, right? And then he also has a guaranteed stun on his passive. So he becomes a god in Super Battle Road. One thing I would say is that, towards the end of long events, he can taper out a little bit if you get unlucky with the first attack an enemy does being a super attack. I mean, this Vegeta can get very good defenses above like 250k plus pretty easily at, Rainbow and Link level 10. Of course, remember, dude, my units are maxed out. We know this, all right? Relax. I went and gave Vegeta as much defense from equips as I possibly could. Remember that Vegeta doesn't really need crit since he's auto-critting anyway. Giving him full additional and then putting the rest into dodge I feel like does work. You could cause that dodge to allow you to get a little bit less damage and stuff like that, but I feel like the dodges can actually be very helpful, right? So we're starting out on a pure Saiyan build right here. We have a lot of support on this opening turn, right? Both of the Gokus with us are supporting. We have Super Saiyan, what is that? Golden Warrior and Prepared for Battle active right here. Vegeta's links are Super Saiyan, Royal Lineage, Prodigies, Saiyan Pride, Golden Warrior, Prepare for Battle, and Fierce Battle. So he does have a fine link set. I mean, greedily, if he had Saiyan Lineage in there too, that would be really good. But, again, this Super Vegeta will be able to put in work, I think. 3.75 right there, not the craziest, but, we don't have, Fierce Battle active, for example. But remember, it's a guaranteed crit, right? So this Vegeta is always punching way above his attack stats because he's always guaranteed critting. Now, one other thing to remember about, sort of a showcase setting, what is this Vegeta's at? This is 79% Super Vegeta right here. One thing to remember about Super Vegeta, too, is that when he gets hit, the first hit he gets an additional 50% attack and defense for that turn. Then he's also getting 50% attack and defense on super attack, and then he's getting 150% attack and defense at the start of turn. So after he takes one hit is where you'll see Vegeta bring his max sort of power. So that's why this friend Vegeta jumped up to a 5.5 million attack stat right there, because he got that first hit. That could, typically, when you're bringing this Vegeta into difficult content, you are not running him in slot 1. For a showcase, oh yeah, you just toss him out there in slot 1 and he does, 6 million attack stats, guaranteed crits. Okay, I'm loving this so far. This is what always happens to me, right? Is Trunks is not attacking the first slot, so we don't get the big buff. It's whatever. It's fine because we're gonna just see a variety of different situations for Vegeta, right? Yeah, this punk Evolution Blue Vegeta doesn't have Super Saiyan. I hate that. This is a good turn. We have everything activated except for Saiyan Pride. But of course, remember, we're not able to get Vegeta's buff, right? Where he gets hit before he attacks. But typically in difficult content, you don't want to run Super Vegeta in slot 1 anyway. I've found that in Pure Saiyan Extreme Super Battle Road and other stages like this, Vegeta works really, really well, sort of floating around in slot 3 in particular. 150k defense right there is good because, again, remember, he gets 50% when he supers and 50% when he receives an attack. So people mistakenly, like morons, think this guy has horrible defense, which is not the case. It's just you don't fucking run him in slot 1. Duh. Who cares about the extra little damage buff he gets because the dude is already guaranteed critting. It's, when you're going into serious fight time, you're not running this Vegeta in slot 1, right? In slot 2 and 3, his defense is fine. Typically what'll happen against the toughest bosses in the game, their first attack will do a little bit of damage, but then any other attacks after that are doing double digits. because his defense is high enough. 4.52 without even getting hit first. And again, it's a guaranteed crit. So Super Vegeta is going to look very good in a variety of situations. Again, he's very good. He's very powerful. Alright guys, now we're over here on the Android/Cell Saga team. One other point I want to make is that these guys will get their EZAs very soon on Global Dokkan. The two Super Trunkses, the Physical Super Trunks and the STR Super Trunks, they're actually pretty solid units, I think, that can be used in a variety of situations. This Trunks right here, for example, gains a 50% chance to crit if there's a Vegeta on the team, right? Can be useful for Super Battle Road stages, right? But the Super Trunks also work very well, of course, with Super Vegeta. So we'll have everything active here except for Saiyan Pride and Prodigies, which is pretty strong. I'm going for a no support team build right here for Vegeta. Now, Vegeta also has an active skill, right? Which gives him 5 ki and 50% attack for 1 turn. So Vegeta's damage is going to be gargantuan on the turn he gets his active skill. He has 2 separate conditions that he could use to activate this. Number 1, he can do it if HP is 50% or more, starting from the 5th turn, or he can do it after he takes 1 hit and there's a Cell enemy on the battlefield. Which, like, right here, we do have a Cell enemy, but we haven't taken a hit yet, right? This is Vegeta's first turn. So, let's go ahead and clap up some of these fools right here. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what Vegeta gets in terms of his stats right here. My 6th or even my 7th sense is telling me that we are about to dodge this first hit right here. I can already tell. Watch this. Check out this dodge right here. Sorry, Cell Jr. My Vegeta's cooking you. Okay, no, he did actually eat it. Okay, so here's 4.88 linked up with Super Trunks on the Android/Cell Saga team. Guaranteed crit. So here, go ahead and hold this. Cell Jr. Does quite a bit of damage. And then, of course, his defense, remember, gets very ridiculous after you get a super attack and you've been hit. So, even in, like, difficult content, Vegeta will be able to tank fairly well at that point, right? Again, I think one thing a lot of people don't understand, they think Vegeta doesn't really tank that well, but it's just flat out not true. Vegeta is a fine tank when, combined in conjunction with his guaranteed stun ability for Super Battle Road. Vegeta, to me, feels more of a unit to dominate Super Battle Road than to dominate, say, like the Legendary Vegeta event or something like that. But that's fine, because we have infinite units who can destroy long events, right? But, a unit like Vegeta for pure Saiyan Extreme Super Battle Road Global, you guys just got that. You know how crazy that stage is, right? Okay, so let's... okay, so we'll have Heart Virus, Goku, Vegeta, and then Trunks right there. That'll be fine. All right, let's go ahead and finish off this phase of Cell right here. We should be able to pretty easily. And then on this next turn, we can go ahead and get Vegeta's active skill. Right, so we'll go ahead and play Vegeta's active skill. We'll get the big buff. And we'll see the amount of damage that Vegeta will be able to do on a turn without support, but he does have his active skill up, right? Again, the active skill should work pretty well. Giving a 50% attack buff, an active skill attack buff, is a lot. It's a lot of extra damage that he's getting from the active skill. The active skill is not mid or underwhelming or anything like that in any way. It's just like a big attack boost that will allow Vegeta to potentially finish off fights, right? Like, I feel like the best way to use that is potentially as, like, a finisher. So, like, again, if you go into, like, one of the legendary events, just holding onto it towards the end, definitely probably the way to go there. So we will be able to use this. So let's go ahead and pop Super Vegeta's active skill right here. I love that, like, in most of Dragon Ball, right? Super Vegeta, he does that finger point, and then he dies, basically. But in Dokkan, he does the finger point, and everything is dead. He pulls his cock and balls out and says, "I win!" All right, so Cell is dead right here, by the way. This is going to be a one-hitter quitter. This is going to do a lot of damage because we're going to get his full buff. We have a lot of his links active. This is going to do a lot of damage right here. And remember, it's a guaranteed crit, too. So 7.32 without support, and it's a guaranteed crit. See you in hell, Cell. Goodbye, bitch. All right, so now we're over here on the Vegeta family team. We're doing double GT Vegeta. The Vegeta family team is in a pretty good place, honestly. All the Trunkses that have come out, all the future Trunkses, combined with some of these top-tier Vegetas, like this unit right here, is still like a top 10 best unit in the game contender. The Vegeta family team is in a really solid place. And Super Vegeta, I mean, look how well he works with GT Vegeta. He has 6 out of 7 links. Only Saiyan Pride is not activated. So, wait, do they have Saiyan Pride? They do. Okay, so let's do this. Yeah, boom, here we go. All right, so here is all 7 links activated turn 1. We're on a 150% lead is what we're on with for the Vegeta family team with the GT Vegeta. But I do think that 150% across the board is a fine leader skill to do difficult content with, right? I don't like using 130% leader skills. Honestly, the units tend to feel a bit weaker at that point. But I do think 150% is fine, right? You know, using a 150% leader skill is a-okay. That's why I do still like using, you know, the Goku family team and the Vegeta family team led by these characters, right? Now let's float off Bra right there. So let's get a couple more turns. I think we'll probably, after this, we're going to do another run, I think, on the pure Saiyan team. You know, just sort of see, you know, the 50% support Kabe, along with Vegeta, and then get Vegeta's active skill, and then we'll finish up, right? Let me know what you guys think of this Super Vegeta, but, like, he's good, right? You'll be able to run him a lot of times, you know, maxed out, he's going to be getting, like, 4 million attack stats with guaranteed crit, and his defense is going to be, you know, well over 250k plus after he supers and gets hit once. So, you know, he's a good defensive unit. He's got the guaranteed stun. He could do a lot. I'll probably do a video utilizing him in Pure Saiyan Extreme Super Battle Road to show, like, sort of like the ideal way to use him. And then we will finish up. Okay, this is a really good turn right here. So we'll get Vegeta's buff. We have the 40% support from the Vegeta family, Xeno Super Saiyan Vegeta right there. And then we got 6 out of 7 links. So this is a very strong rotation right here for Super Vegeta. Let's go ahead and see what damage he does right here. And then again, we'll do one more on the Pure Saiyan team. And we'll make sure to get Vegeta's active skill buff on a turn with like Kabe around and stuff like that. And sort of see what Vegeta gets there. 5.68. Remember, it's a guaranteed crit. 100% chance to crit. So you're dead. That's how that works. Alright guys, so we're over here on the Pure Saiyan team, slash Mastered Evolution. Oh, the other Vegeta's in slash 7, that's unfortunate. Okay, so what we have here is, I actually have Super Vegeta right here. This is a friend Super Vegeta. He's actually at full level 10 links, maxed out just like mine is, so we could sort of see what he's got to give us right here. I could do this, and this is a pretty good rotation for Super Vegeta. I think I just want to skip ahead to a turn, maybe like this exact turn right here, honestly. Royal Lineage, Prodigy's Golden Warrior. Yeah, I might do this exact turn with Vegeta's active skill, you know, the full power sort of setup for him, and see what Vegeta is able to give us. But he's definitely able to do a lot of damage. Super Vegeta's got the utility with the stun. He'll have a nice Saiyan link set for a lot of units. His link set definitely could be a little bit better, but, you know, because, like, something like Prodigy's, the extra attack, like, I would forego that for, you know, like, Saiyan Lineage all day, right? But Vegeta is definitely, I think, a very well-designed unit and very powerful, honestly. So let's just get this one turn again where we're able to get the active skill and do all these shenanigans, and then we'll come back for that. This will be a good rotation we could actually check out right here. Let's get this. So here's Vegeta, you know, going to be able to get his full passive active with just linked with Kabe. Kabe, honestly, is one of the better 50% support type units. I feel like at this point, a lot of them have aged. They're not really that impressive. But Kabe could definitely still put in some work. 5.65 right there. Yeah, not bad. And that's guaranteed crit, dude. Ay, ay, ay. Alright guys, so we'll get this turn and then we will finish up. We got our boy Vegeta with these 6 out of 7 links. We could go for 7 out of 7 in the middle slot. I mean, I guess that would work. If we're going up against, like, one of these AoE bosses, this could work right here, where we'd be able to get all 7 links and the support. Like, you know, like, it's like one of the, like, the Brolys or, like, Moscow in the God event, or one of those characters. Let's go ahead and play this, get Vegeta's animation, and then we'll finish up. So let me know what you guys think of Super Vegeta. I think he's very good. I don't think summoning for him is really, you know, like a huge L or anything like that. Super Vegeta is definitely very good.
どうやら修行で差がつきすぎてしまったらしいな。俺はスーパーベジータだ。